it makes me very proud.
Yeah, that's a proud moment. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Man, I really thought I'd become less emotional and like.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Who are you?
My name is Priya Podra. I'm a senior veterinarian here at the Columbus Aquarium.
Awesome. We're at the Animal Health Center. So this is conservation medicine. What's going on?
Yeah, so our department name is actually Conservation Medicine, which is a better reflection of what we do as a department. Not only are we responsible for animal health for all the animals here at the zoo, but we also play a really integral role in some of our fieldwork projects. We all have interests in research and science and other aspects that aren't just looking after the veterinary medical needs of this entire zoo.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So are we going to go inside and talk about some of that?
Absolutely.
In detail, like every single aspect that there is to know?
We can do whatever you want.
That might take all day.
That's okay. We have it.
Okay, let's go.
So this is the entrance to the hospital. We have 9 department members, so we're always busy. There's always a procedure going on. There's always something that we're doing. The first part of the building is our lab spaces. So we have a clinical lab, pretty basic, but the amount of stuff that our amazing technicians can accomplish is wild. So we have 2 boarded veterinary technicians in zoological medicine. They're the only 2 in the whole state of Ohio. So they are phenomenal, super invested in what they do, super smart. So we do like in-house blood evaluations for so many different species. They do fecal evaluations to make sure our animals are healthy. So they just do so much. This is a magical place for us as veterinarians. Like, we can ask them to do something and they produce results, and it's amazing.
I can just stepping in here, I can feel the greatness.
Oh, that's cute.
You know, like
it's because of these guys.
Yeah.
Like we have 4 technicians, and like I said, they're all phenomenal, but we have 2 that are boarded, and we honestly couldn't do what we do without them. Like, they are integral to everything we do. This is our plasma lab, but it's also our elephant herpes PCR lab.
Oh.
Elephant endotheliotrophic herpes virus is a virus that is found in both Asian elephants and African elephants. It is unfortunately one of the primary causes of mortality of elephants. The virus is found in zoos, but also important to recognize it's found in the wild. Mm-hmm. So one of the things that we found in a way to like monitor this virus and a way to try and mitigate infections and complications and essentially death is more efficient and better evaluation and detection of the virus faster. So you can just start treatment faster. So there are a number of institutions across the US that have started in-house laboratories, and we are one of those very few institutions. So our hospital manager, Dan Wallen, is trained in running PCRs, which is an incredibly complicated, detail-oriented process. But again, he's phenomenal, he does it. And we are so grateful to everyone that donated to help the lab set up. We're incredibly grateful to the organization for believing in the importance of the lab, because it's really something that we rely on to keep our animals healthy, so we can track them really carefully. So this is like a really important space that not only does it impact the population and the species sustainability, but it's such an emotionally draining virus. You have like these teams that are investing in breeding elephants and keeping these little babies healthy, and then there's these situations that are out of our control. So the only thing we can really do is the best that we can do, which is improve detection. There's the North American EEHV advisory group, so we have like an advisory consortium that's always working on state-of-the-art research, state-of-the-art treatment recommendations. So people are definitely working to fight this virus, and there's a vaccine right on the cusp for everyone to get a hold of soon. So there's hope. There's definitely hope.
I love hearing that.
Yeah.
Dedication and hope.
Absolutely. And then this is the other like MVP of the room, and that's our plasma centrifuge. So we started the Giraffe Plasma Bank in around 2018. We were finding that there were more and more calves that were needing hands-on care in their neonate level. So they were born and maybe they didn't nurse appropriately enough, and they didn't get the immunity they needed from their moms. And so one of the things that we started in collaboration with the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo and Dr. Lisa Dodone is develop the giraffe plasma bank. So we have amazingly trained giraffe that our keepers have a phenomenal bond with. They will stand for about 12 minutes to allow us to collect 2 bags of whole blood. And we spin that down for plasma, and then we bank it in our freezer, and then there's like an on-call list. So if there's a giraffe that's born that isn't nursing and they need plasma support, they'll contact one of us, we'll ship it overnight, they administer IV, and it just gives these calves that little boost to make them feel better.
So from the keeper standpoint, so this, from someone who's worked with giraffes, to be able, so on the training side of things, to be able to have a giraffe stand still for that long, to have blood drawn and plasma, that's
unbelievable.
It's insane.
Yeah, you have to see it to believe it, because you're like, there's no way.
I'm having a hard time believing it, but no, I believe it. Yeah. Are we seeing that today?
You are seeing that today, yeah.
I just wanted to mention too, I love hearing how you talk about the different rooms as though they're alive. And well, no, you're adding characteristics and traits. Like, this is the MVP of the room. Yeah. Like, that's like, I don't know, it's like, I love hearing, because that's passion.
Yeah.
There. And that just tells me how dedicated you guys are. So anyways.
Yeah, it's a whole effort. Like, I couldn't do it without the keepers, and like, I hope they feel proud. You know, every time we send plasma out, I let the curators know, and hopefully they share it with their teams, and I know they do. Because it's humbling to know that like the time they put in to train this animal to do this behavior is actually saving lives. And we have, you know, when we look at the metrics on the giraffe plasma bank, I think it was about almost 80% of the calves that received plasma from this institution survived as a direct result of that plasma. So, like, you know, we're just the mechanics. We're the people with the needles and the tubes and the machines and the spinning, but they're the ones that can make the animal train for it and stand for it. Like, without that piece, this means nothing. The next room we could probably look at is one of our treatment rooms. It's our large treatment room. It was renovated several years ago, and it is where all the magic happens, as we like to call it. This is the
magic, yes.
Hello.
Hi.
This is
Hi, Jordan.
Nice to meet you.
I know who you are.
Oh.
Yes, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna do that with everybody I see. That like everybody. I don't know you, I'm sorry.
Alyssa Brooks.
Hi.
She's a seasonal veterinary technician. So
hi,
Tessa is
Jordan.
obviously
Nice to
vet
meet you.
tech here. Alyssa's a seasonal. And again, I said this is where the magic happens, this room.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, I've seen this room.
A lot.
A lot. Well, what do you do here? Sorry, go ahead. Just go ahead.
I'm a veterinary technician.
Okay.
So I'm here to assist the doctors, and you know, I basically work like a human nurse, but for animals.
Awesome.
When you think about what we do and what it takes to do what we do, you're never on your own. Like, you need such a big team, and you need everyone to kind of know their role and be on top of their A game, and you do what you do best, which is you go through your training, you go through what you know, and I think it's just teamwork.
You're making me emotional, because because like as you're talking, I was like, because I know I've been there, right?
Yeah.
Like I've been on the keeper side, so I've experienced all of those moments, and it's just like, even with all of that hard work that you go through, and you know, because it doesn't always have the happy ending,
right?
And you know, but you know that everyone came together for that animal in that moment.
Yes.
And it shows why all of us are here.
Exactly. Honestly, it is the one situation, like you have many of those in your career and many of those in your time, but that's the one that I always pull back from. Like, how privileged are we? How humbling is it to work with a team that can do that? Like, within 50 minutes, animal down in surgery. And it's not just even this team. Like, we have so many consultants that we rely on, and so many consultants that we work with. And so to have a team from Ohio State University go, absolutely, we'll be there in 40 minutes. Yeah. And so to have that help and have that community trust in what we do, I mean, it means the world.
That's awesome.
It makes me very proud.
Yeah, that's a proud moment. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Man, I really thought I'd become less emotional. And we're so fortunate that we have the equipment here, and we have the ability to do CT scans in-house, because not all zoos have CT scanners.
No, they do not.
They do not.
They do not.
So we are very lucky and very spoiled, if you will. So,
yes, no, it's a beautiful machine.
Yeah.
And
you want to see her up close? It's Randy's favorite room.
You know, here's the thing. I want to, I don't want to touch it.
Don't touch it.
Okay.
You're not allowed to.
I know.
It's okay.
They might hurt me. Okay. All right, yeah, let's go check it out.
Okay. Here she is.
Wow.
So yeah, this
Look at that thing.
We can't argue that this is Randy's favorite piece of equipment. I'm hoping this is his like legacy that he leaves the Columbus Zoo Aquarium. If he ever leaves, like he got us the CT scanner, because it really has changed the way we practice medicine. So to be able to have such a phenomenal piece of equipment that can like cross-section your animals and look inside those animals and tell you in amazing detail what's going on, it has changed the way we make treatment plans. It's changed the way we approach certain situations. It gives us real-time information about, oh, like remember the days where you're like, you get an x-ray and you're like, well, should we take this animal to surgery? Should we not? It tells us. And then we also have Dr. Hosnick, like I mentioned, from Ohio State University, who reviews things for us real time. He will come in whenever we need him to look at that animal and say, can you do an ultrasound? And so we're very privileged.
Okay, so before we leave this room, there's one thing that I feel like I need to do. I'm not.
You want to lie on it, don't you?
No. Or you know where I want to go? I want to go back here.
Oh yeah.
Can I go back here?
Yeah,
You stay right here.
This is Tessa's realm, and
I'm one of them in here.
There you go.
No. So this is where Tessa.
This is where Tessa and Avery and the technicians do their magic. Like again, it's hard like to learn all the buttons and the sequencing, but I don't even know how many skills these guys have. So
I would say you couldn't put me on there because you probably would have to strap me down like one of the.
We'd have to strap you down.
Have to strap
You're
you down.
really tall, so we're definitely gonna have to spin you around too. So we'd have to scan you in 2 halves. We have to do that quite a bit. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Who is this?
So one of the really cool things we have here at the Columbus Zoo Aquarium, in collaboration with Ohio State University and the Wilds, is a veterinary residency program. So it's a 3-year postgraduate training program that they come to us. They are full veterinarians, have graduated, they've probably done multiple internships by the time they come to us. And it's a 3-year program that focuses on training them in ecosystem health, conservation medicine, zoo medicine. So this here is Dr. Laura Kello.
Hello.
And she is our 2nd-year resident, and she just started at the beginning of July.
Yes.
Oh, like recently?
Fresh.
Like 10 days ago.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So what is the experience so far like for you here at the zoo?
Do you need me to walk away
No,
so
I
you
don't
can be
need to
truthful
walk
about
away.
it?
No, it's been fantastic. I mean, I think that this, mentorship program is really different in the fact that we have so many different mentors and so many different species, and there's such a conservation medicine aspect of it, especially, going out into our 3rd year at the Wilds and then here being able to do conservation projects. I think that's a really unique feature that a lot of residency programs don't have. So it's been really fantastic to experience that for my 1st year, and then coming here, I'm super excited.
So 10 out of 10 you recommend again? Yes?
I would recommend this residency program.
Awesome.
Yes.
So people that are watching, if you are, in the vet field, Columbus Zoo.
Yeah.
And aquarium.
Great
And the
program.
Wilds. Sorry.
And Ohio State University.
And Ohio State University. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you. It was lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping and jumping on camera.
Of course. Thank you.
Cool.
All
Awesome.
right. Ready to rumble?
Let's go.
All right.
In the next video, Dr. Priya takes us to the heart of Africa, an amazing exhibit at the Columbus Zoo Aquarium. She's going to introduce us to a beautiful giraffe named Lance, and she's going to give us a live demonstration of exactly how they extract plasma. I'm excited for this one, you guys. Stay tuned for the next video. So, okay, I have to go ahead and just stop the formalities. I was pretending like I don't know her. I know her very well from the show Secrets of the Zoo. I'm gonna try my best to not mention that all day today.
That's okay.
Because I keep, I don't know. It's like this is like really exciting for me. And it's like wow, like I watched because I've watched you guys all at lunchtime at my job, like just about every day, just to watch, just like to see what you guys are doing up to, and I'm pretty excited to be here.
Awesome.
Right now.
Welcome.